I sent you a questionnaire, Pawan, a few days ago. Thank you for making time. I know it's not easy, but you still made it. Pawan, I'll read the question, you read your answer, okay?
Okay.
Tell us something about yourself. This includes your educational background and just put this aside. Present job, hobbies, business or career, your job description, when did it start working, your very first work, and the highlight of your career. Pawan?
Yeah, my name is Pawan Puri. I have a proficiency certificate level degree from Tribhuvan University, Nepal. Currently, I am working as a sub-service supervisor in a popular facility management in Abu Dhabi. Basically, in my leisure time, I prefer to play, actually mobile phones, LinkedIn, especially Facebook. I have been working in this FM industry for more than 7 years now. Being as a subservice supervisor, few most common duties and responsibility, including preparing PPM duty schedules, reports, coordinate with staff and HR team, also organizing and providing training to the staff, maintaining safety, hygiene, and company standard, maintain the admissible relation with clients, etc. My first job was a teacher in a private school in Nepal. The major accomplishment in my career so far, when I was a housekeeping supervisor in a project, there were many challenges in that site, and however, I we have resolved almost issue gradually, day by day, and then once I met to my community manager. Actually, she was a lady, and she's from Lebanon, and she was appreciate me, and then she hugged me also. And that project was major challenge for that time for us, and but also a spacious opportunity for me where I achieved many skills related to FM industry,
Okay. FM means,
facility management,
facility management. Interesting.
and it's art
But
services and sub services.
correct. But one, take us back to that experience as a teacher. You were a teacher in a private school in Nepal, and what was your subject? How long did you teach? Can you tell that story?
Yeah, actually, around 8 years ago, actually that time I used to teach almost subject. They hired me as a science and mathematics teacher, and in that school only until lower secondary level, means until at class, right? And they hired me as a mathematics teacher, and I need to teach them science and chemistry, almost, and social studies also.
Of high school. You're talking about high school.
No, that was actually private school, and
Yes. What
that one
grade level?
until at a standard, means at grade.
Eighth grade. Okay.
Yeah,
Yes. So, in what is the educational system in Nepal? Elementary, high school, or like middle
yeah,
school and then high school? How many years in total in school before you move to college?
yeah. In my period, that time, once we finished until fifth standard, and then we need to give the one district level exam, and after that. In eighth standard also, we have to do the another district level examination, and then another one. So in 10th standard, that was called SLC before, now SSC. And after that, once finish that 10th standard, we can join directly college level. Now they make another system. It's a little bit changes in the grade, and it's include first elementary school, means until 5, and then 6 to 12 it's a secondary level.
Mm.
And after
Oh,
that, once finished 12th standard, then they can join the colleges.
college. Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. Um, Next question. How long have you been in Abu Dhabi? Yeah. How long have you been in Abu Dhabi?
Yeah, I have been living in Abu Dhabi since for 5 years, sorry, 7 years. Almost
Mm-hmm.
now it's running in 7 and 5, and I moved here in Abu Dhabi in 2015
Mm-hmm.
for the good opportunity. Then the teacher, uh,
Oh, what was the opportunity? Yes. When you came in Abu Dhabi, um, what were your thoughts? Was it like, oh, probably better opportunity? When you came in,
basic.
go ahead.
Yeah, basically, we didn't have any ideas about the hiring system, and then how they select from our country, and then how they send us here in foreign country. And we need to go through the some manpower agencies, and they will show us the vacancies in the foreign employer, and they have this type of vacancies in this company, and you will get this much salary, and these are the benefits from the company, and you can enjoy in this company 8 hours duty, 1 hour break, and then almost we are expecting for overtime also. And then suddenly I visited one of the manpower company, and then they told me to visit from there. And then I met one of my you know before we work together, and then we study together, that person asked me to go this manpower, and then you will get the more beautiful, and the valuable, and you will get more money if you will go through this manpower company. You will receive better opportunity. Then I applied from there. They asked me actually as a kitchen helper, right? And
Mm-hmm.
yes,
Yes.
a kitchen helper means is we thought that time in when I was in the college, I thought yes, this one similar to the normal hotels and restaurant in Nepal. And then I thought same as in the foreign country also,
Yes.
which one I work in previous company, in my
Mm-hmm.
first company. And once I reached here, and they put me as a housekeeping cleaner, right?
Mm.
Housekeeping is
Yes.
crew, cleaning crew. And
You know what? In what industry? Hotel, restaurant.
no, actually in the camp, almost there to 20,000 laborers are staying there till now.
Yes. Yes.
And I need to I used to clean some buildings, and almost 3 or 4 buildings, and include second floor, and then their entrance areas and external areas, litter picking, whatever there, washroom, bathroom, and then say these corridors and fire hydrants systems, staircase, whatever including the building. And then we need to finish this works there. And after 1 month, they asked me to do the shifting in a hotel. And I explained you in the previous section also. uh, After that, they send me in the hotel, that
Mm.
Jumeirah hotel. And they asked me, what's your qualification? I told them I passed this. I have this qualification. I have knowledge, a little bit knowledge of the computers, knowledge, also basic knowledge. Then I know this thing. I can prepare the schedule also, and time sheet, whatever you are asking. I will I do that my best. And they send me the hotel, and I almost 7 6 7 months I worked there. And during the work duty period, they removed me from there suddenly, and then they sent me into Sharjah
Different
University.
department.
Yes, Sharjah
Yes.
University, same department, housekeeping department, but they promoted me as a supervisor also.
Yes. So
Yeah.
from cleaner, and then you get an opportunity to be promoted as a supervisor. So when you were promoted, was it your plan to really get promoted, or it just came suddenly, or was it really your
Yeah,
goal?
yeah. Actually, it was not plan. I didn't know anything, and nobody informed us. You are the becoming as a supervisor. You need to go that side. We will send that side, and then you will have this much. Staffs, and then the site will be nobody informed me as a location also, about the site also, as a city also. And you know out of conscious, then suddenly my supervisor told me, you are the already become supervisor, and you will be supervisor for this site, and then you will have this friend. Suddenly, during my duty was there, 6 to morning, 9 to 6, and then around 3 o'clock that day, I remember, September 16 17, 2016. And they call me in the HR. My operation manager called me suddenly, and then come in my cabin and just meet me. I'll explain you what you supposed to be do there, and what's your duties and responsibility. And then he explained me this thing, and then he asked me some questions related to this field, and then as a supervisor, what supposed to be need to do for
But that time,
the
how
site.
long have you been working before, like as the like in that position before you get offered the higher position?
Yeah, almost. I used to work there 7 month, almost 7 month,
Oh, 7 months,
and
and after
yeah,
7 months, you get that opportunity.
yeah, yeah,
Interesting. Okay, next question. How do you find Abu Dhabi? An expat city from people over 250 per. How was it? How has Abu Dhabi been treating you? What do you think about Abu Dhabi?
yeah.
Read your answer.
I find Abu Dhabi pretty good, really cool and fantastic city here, and wonderful city. And I feel, it's not same like my city, my country, and it's developed, and then suddenly exciting to visit this city first of all. And as an expert in Abu Dhabi, uh, I proud to be a part of the second home. I call this country as a second home, and feel assumed to see multinationalities, and they have different cultures. They have different foods. They have the different type of traditions, cultures, and so many backgrounds meeting together in the same place. And I would say that it has been marvelous experience since residing here. Truly, it is a great opportunity meet some fantastic people, having new foods and experience the cultures. In addition to, we have some challenges adjusting with language, cultures, getting favorable jobs, traveling and visiting in a new city. Actually, we once we enter inside the city, where is the bus stop, where but main bus station, where is the suppose I residing here in Al Falai Street in Abu Dhabi. And then actually, I was confused in previous days once I started my career in Abu Dhabi, and which side is west, which side is south, which side is north. So overall, I'm thankful to be here in Abu Dhabi and appreciate for all opportunity which are providing.
Mm-hmm. Okay. When you have thought that you're I mean, when you already, then when you reached Abu Dhabi and then you get to compare, it's a Middle East country. What would you think about the people? You mentioned about multicultural nationality, cultures, tradition. Was it easy for you to find friends, like people that same from the same country, or you became easily friends with either Filipinos or Indians or Bangladesh? Like, how was it making
Yeah,
social interaction?
Yeah, basically we should have to know the Hindi language in wherever we are talking in a workplace or in a residing area or in travel in the bus also or wherever in a mall also almost they are prefer to use Hindi language, and then almost they are helpful and they are guiding us also. And what I thinking before, once I enter in the UAE, I I saw a lot of people using awaya and this what is called this in national uniform of UAE
Yes,
Muslim. They
yes.
almost Muslim people they are
Kandura.
using kandura and then female abaya, and I wonder how they are wearing such type of uniform here, and I had some curiosity in my mind also, and later on I you cannot believe it.
Mm,
When I enter in the UAE, that time actually I could not speak Hindi, even Hindi properly. You know,
mm, yes.
and my supervisor was from India, and then he teach me to learn this Hindi language, and little, and gradually I succeed to know the
Sure. What do you speak
Hindi
again
language.
in Nepal?
In Nepal, Nepali, we have Nepali language.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
Uh,
Nepali language.
correct. So you'd still have to, but I think like in Nepal, don't you have like Hindi language in some of your region?
Yeah, some part of country, especially border area of the India, they prefer to speak Hindi language, and then they have own language also, which is called Maithili, Bhojpuri, like that.
Hmm. Which part of Abu Dhabi do you love most?
Almost all the parts are beautiful in Abu Dhabi. It's everything in the system is a developed city and roads, whatever, malls, and especially I prefer uh, this what is beach area, especially Cornish side is the most beautiful area in Abu Dhabi. Uh, just
Hmm. What? Go ahead.
Yeah, and it's a tourist attraction area also, and almost people from the different countries they prefer to visit this uh, Cornish side, and then especially that area, Marina Mall, or that several boats are there, and then residential palace, hotels, different type of landmarks. It's makes fantastic and really to visit that area actually.
Hmm.
Yeah.
What what's life after work? Do you have activities you're involved um to which out of work that benefit other people? Do you have like a community, a Nepali community? This is actually this question. Do you meet some friends for cricket? Do you meet some friends for casual camping? Yeah, do you have any activities other than work?
No, basically, I prefer to work. Supposed to be, we wake up early morning and then we need to reach in the site in before, uh, exact timing. Then once we finish my duty, or then we need to catch the bus, and then we need to have a 1 hour travel to reach the room. And once we enter the room, then there is no any environment to meet such type of visiting in some places, or enjoy in the outside external area, sometimes barbecue with friends, or movie timings. And now favorite movie is already playing in the cinema hall now, Pathan. And then it's not I'm not thinking so actually like that engaging to the people. It's
Mm-hmm.
I am the different type of person. I am not prefer to visit actually middle of this pandemic also.
Mm-hmm.
And some of the people asking me to visit that Dubai Expo, but I didn't visit Dubai Expo ever.
Yes, because it was just there. It's
Actually, that's
available.
why I mentioned
So
in my
you don't go
answer.
out with your wife? Don't you go out with your wife?
No,
Where would you
sometimes
go?
we shopping or something, but actually we didn't visit anymore like that. She is exciting, but me, from my side, sorry, please don't push me to go there, visit there. I'm, I'm like
Yes.
that person.
So it's you're like
Yeah,
probably like a homebody. You just
yeah,
yeah. Okay. But if you will be given like an opportunity, would you like to probably go and meet a group of people? I don't know, maybe people that volunteer to take care of animals or to clean the shore of UAE, given that you like the beach. Don't you have that kind of community?
yeah, yeah. Of course, if such kind of suppose, uh, I prefer to do the blood donation also in
Oh,
our
yes.
in our country. I did already. I donated 3 times. Some
Mm.
needy persons, they closely contact to me, and then, Mr. Pawan, I need this much unit. Now I got already 3 units or 4 units. Actually, they need 6 unit, right?
What's
And then
your, yes, what's your blood type?
be positive.
Yeah.
Such type of activities, yeah, I really prefer to joining with them. And some campaigning, somebody asking, really they need needy persons, they are asking some supports. Really, last time also in my company, one of the person suddenly he paralyzed, and then he
Oh.
hospitalized, and we collected almost 5,000 dirham, and then
Mm-hmm.
we sent him to his country.
Yeah, that's interesting.
I'm
Don't you have like,
involving in such type of activities.
yes, don't you have hobbies like cooking? Don't you have hobbies like baking or yeah, I don't know.
I'm prefer to eat only whatever whatever making, and then it's okay, good, okay, no problem. This is
Yeah.
I really like this one. Okay, this one also, yes, really delicious. Okay, I know, I appreciate for that, but I really to be honest, I'm not exciting to cook anything.
Yes, because you are probably like tired already hour, perhaps. But your wife, is she good in cooking?
Yeah,
Hmm,
I
fantastic.
know. Just I appreciate sometime, and then I ask her, your hand is already somebody cooked, and it's
Mm.
whatever you cook, your your food, really delicious.
What's your like you're are you vegetarian?
No, non-vegetarian.
Okay. Like
Yeah,
you
I
eat
prefer
meat
to
as well.
eat different, but I never eat this beef items, but other except beef, whatever,
Yeah, like chicken, and
mutton,
fish.
pork, yeah, fish,
Just not. What's your religion?
Hindus.
Ah, yes, Hinduism. What are your previous jobs? Okay, I we talked about this. Right. What do you enjoy about your current work? When you started like as a cleaner, then you were promoted as a supervisor. and then you got another higher position. What do you enjoy about your job? Yeah, you can talk about the choose your field, mention how passionate you are in your chosen field, and most satisfying thing about your work.
Uh, I'm definitely happy with the current work as a sub-service supervisor. Means it's including housekeeping. Housekeeping is it's related to cleaning section, and sub-service related to it belongs. FM industry. There is two departments. There are two departments. One art services and then soft services. Soft services, it belongs. Landscaping, pest control, waste management, and arranging different type of events, etc. And I select this field because it's suddenly happening in my life. I didn't expect this thing in previous day. Once I enter in the UAE, I was not expecting. I supposed to become a housekeeping supervisor and then sub service supervisor. Now FM supervisor, sub FM supervisor, means that opportunity I got now, and then this field, it's a passion for supporting and serving people. Means it's a almost residential site. We need to have a solving problem of the peoples. They are throwing waste items out of the home, and then somebody expecting there is a bad smell. We should
Yes.
be
Maybe
clear that
paint or
one.
maybe
Yeah,
leaking
yeah,
pipes.
yeah. Every day we are receiving many several type of mails related to pipe leaking, waste pipe leaking, fire pipe leaking, and then this lift is please tea is please, coffee is please there on the floor. They're expecting lots of things from there that we are trying to catch their valuable comments. And I am passionate about the ideas of creating environment safe, how to deploy the staffs, how to cover the areas. Mostly suppose we have shortage of staff now, and in the
Yes.
site, we arrange them as much as you know all areas, so they are covering, and then we are reaching to them and finding this problem ourselves
Mm-hmm.
and then solving them. This is the new challenging for us. And then I am passionate my job, ideas of creating environment and then secure for all. This pandemic time, since February 2020, then we never ever make the absent or daily basis asking. I was also feeling unwell, and my manager asked me, Pawan, no chance to stay in the room, just drink lemon water and then take every day orange and hot water and put there ginger, garlic, whatever you want, and then come on
And you
site, please. Then,
you cannot go absent. You still have to work even you're sick.
I had one story. Just can I explain?
Sure, go ahead.
Yeah, that time we prepare one separate checklist for the lift and reception area cleaning only. Cleaning means it's sanitizing the reception areas and wherever that heavy traffic area.
Yeah.
And we had their seventh floor of parking, and they had both side entrance. In the middle there is a parking, and both side one door, means two doors, right? Two gates, and there is a door handle also. uh, staircase also. Some resident, they didn't wait for the elevators, just they are passing through the fire exit. And we have to finish this staircase, we have to finish this elevators. Within half an hour we need to enter there. There is a camera inside the elevators, and then they are checking end of the day. uh, re- are they really followed obeying the rule or not? They really use this checklist. This checklist is usable or not? They identify the supervisor who is really expecting this thing and accepting this challenge or not, and they are good, really appreciate, they did appreciate work there or not. And we really fight with the this agents of this corona. And one day they found one guy in my site. He did not enter 1.5 hour.
He did not
one and a
what?
half an hour. He didn't enter inside the lift. Means he
Oh,
didn't sanitize the button.
yes.
And at a second day, from HR, somebody called me, and then is this Mr. Pawan? Yeah. And you did, you prepared your fake report. So
Mm,
you didn't follow the instruction from line manager or client. So your salary will be deduct, and then you will receive your warning
warning
letter
letter.
tomorrow,
Yes.
and then just sign it and then send us through the email. And then directly I called to my manager, and then he said also, yeah, you really did the wrong there. That's why they are asking warning letter. No, sir, this is not acceptable. We are agents of the coronavirus. We together fighting with people, and they really afraid, scared in front of this situation, and they really fight with this. And then we also in the main front line, we are doing the sanitizing the areas, and we secure for them. Means this is not really fair in my life, in our job. So not only me, other some supervisor also they receive this warning letter.
Yeah, that's true because during the pandemic,
Yeah.
um, like there's no standard rules, but only just to take care of yourself because
Mm.
it's scary. I myself, when I was in Doha, I had COVID. That's where I had my COVID, May 2020. You
Ah,
know when Corona came, right?
yeah,
2019 of December. March 2020 was when the whole world was closed. There
yeah.
were no flights, and I had COVID May. April, May,
May.
2 months after the lockdown of like the flights and all. So I was one of the uh like one of the patients, the early patients of COVID.
uh,
Yeah. Did you
yeah.
have ever did you ever have
Yeah,
COVID?
I also, but last year, January 2022, just
Oh,
because of
yes.
my wife, she got opportunity this having this corona, and because of her, I also just only one positive. After that second test, I got a green signal.
In Abu Dhabi, I felt more secured because in Abu Dhabi, you cannot enter facilities without Al Hossan,
Yeah,
right? In
yeah,
Dubai, it was crazy.
yeah. They block the borders, main borders from all in or external southern or western parts of the UAE. And majorly one of the road in Dubai and Abu Dhabi, Kantuk or something name, uh, they block the areas, and then they strictly habit this all ocean. They're supposed to be show them, and they can enter. There are also some criteria. Sometime asking within 1 week they are changing the rules, and they asked people to show 72 hours all ocean, sometimes 48 hours, sometimes 24 hours, like that.
Yeah. Well, now that everything has all opened, I think I still use my mask. I still wear my mask during
But
the public,
we
especially in the
really
metro here
really
in Dubai.
yeah, yeah,
So
we
it's
live it now. We are nobody using this one in the side also.
what were the struggles you have endured during before you have settled? So ever during the times like that you were working, was there any chance that you were that you suffered or you had experienced bad situation at work? Probably cleaning in a high sun or like when it's too hot. Was there any experience that it was really difficult?
Yeah, we know struggles are almost of our it's a parts of our life, and we all have to face it one day. And when I was younger, means it's you asking me the this challenging of the work in current time or before starting the job, right?
Like all during it says there like it asks there about struggles. You can probably share the worst or
uh,
the most challenging experience.
challenging is experience, I faced lots of difficulties and challenging in my life, and however I was decided to dare of it, and I was lucky to have a full support from my family and teachers, friends, and legendaries in
What
our
happened? What
business.
happened? You did not have anything to eat?
Where
You said you did not have something to eat?
no.
I lost it. What happened?
No. Just I am reading this question number 9 answer here.
Yes, that's true. Anything that like the most difficult challenge in your life, probably you were laid off, you were terminated, I don't know, maybe you went to jail or
I didn't, faced such type of struggle in my life. But
yes.
this challenging means in my life. Suddenly, I was a teacher there in Nepal, and then I was the respected person for the students and then their guardians. And always they did namaskar, means it's a greeting to me,
Yes.
and every day. I have the one background there. They knows this. He is the good person. He is the clever person. He is the intellectual person. So suddenly I jumped from there to UAE. That one is was the my first experience in my life, and then that was the most powerful challenge. It's
Yes. The sudden change of your
even I
career.
didn't I did not imagine that such type of challenge in my life it's coming in my life. And I faced, just I was always laughing, and then I crossed this such type of challenging. I was not expecting one of the teacher. He came here, he visited UAE, and then suddenly he was just cleaning the
Cleaner.
washroom.
Yes.
Nobody expecting this thing, right? And then
Correct.
I got some lessons from almost from the Filipino fans also, Filipino friends also. I asked them, "Oh, what's your qualification, why you are doing such thing?" And they have the actually little bit more high scale of salary also than the Indian staffs or Indian employee or Nepali employee. uh, some of the guys, they were completed their computer science bachelor diploma, or degree, master degree also in computer science. They have the knowledge about the computer, and they can teach computer science in English schools, right? But they told me, just I prefer to this such type of work, and then I prefer to get the knowledge, uh, uh, you know um, from this type of work also. 2 years I will work as a cleaner or housekeeping crew, then I will jump to another as a chef or something. They
Mm-hmm.
explained me like that.
Sure. You went through such challenge, but after years of perseverance and your patience, you were able to uh,
Yeah.
get promoted. That's a good story, Pawan.
Yeah,
Thank you for
yeah.
sharing
even
your.
even I didn't share this story to my mother. She was not expecting such thing. My son is a teacher, and then he teaches students in his school, this school, and then he is getting this much. But I was expecting more money from there. Yeah, in really in foreign country, this much salary, and in Nepal, is converted currency. It will be have in my pocket, and then I can run my family nicely. Okay, whatever they are expecting, I can fulfill them. No, it's a different life in UAE or foreign country. Whatever you are expecting in one home country, it's a really different and really different world, right?
Correct.
Yeah, really different society, really different culture of the working in UAE. We follow the rules, regulations, whatever is strict or loose or any type of regulations. We should follow. We should follow.
Have you brought um your parents, your relatives here
No,
in
no, sir.
the UAE?
They're not. Basically, this country is almost 4 months. We, just we have experience as a winter season only 4 months like that, right? And almost 8 months we should face the this winter, sorry, summer season. So they are staying in hometown, countryside area. Then if I ask one time, I asked my mother also, and then she said, no, I already became old, and I'm not expecting such much, enjoyment or visiting such a country. So just expecting only money. Okay, they can do anything there, no problem. Just they're happy in their home.
Yes. Anyway, thank you for sharing your career path
Thank you, sir.
story, Pawan. We'll hope that anyone that could hear your story will be inspired.
Yeah.
Pawan, now let's go to some tips of your reading test.
Yeah.
Your reading
Re-
test is 60 minutes, no transfer time because you will read and then answer on the paper. 40 items, 3 sections with total length of 2,000 to 150 words to 2,750 words. More likely that if you are taking general examination, you would only have like 2,150 words because when it reaches 2,750, that's already academic. It has less, general has less words. These are your types of questions: multiple choice, identifying information, true, false, not given, identifying writer's view claims, yes, no, not given, matching information, sentence completion, summary completion, note completion, table completion, etc. Okay. Um, when you were a kid, do you know the story of Disney princesses? Do you know Snow White?
no, no, I don't have the idea, sir.
No, like no Disney princesses, Snow White, Cinderella. Um, you know those story? No?
No, it's a different stories.
Oh, wait, wait. I'll show you.
Yeah, yeah.
Cinderella.
If any,
Like this one. Like this. Check.
in chat box or WhatsApp.
And no, no, no,
Ah,
no.
okay, okay, yeah.
Yes. Do you know her?
This,
No?
okay.
Do you know the story of this girl?
No, sir, no, sir, no, I don't have idea.
Uh, do you watch any movies? International movies? Titanic.
Yeah, Titanic movie.
Okay.
I was
You
watching.
tell me if it's yes. You tell me if it's true, false, not given. Okay, anyway. Do you know the movie Titanic, right? You remember it?
Yeah, almost 10 years ago, I
Yes,
watched that
more
movie.
than 25
Yeah,
years.
yeah, but ten years ago, almost
Watch it
2010
again.
or 11, I was that time.
Yeah. Anyway,
Yeah.
Pawan, you tell me if it's true, false, or not given. True. I mean, I will say a statement, and then you will say if it's true or false or not given. The name of the girl, the main character of the Titanic movie is Rose. True, false, or not given?
Mm.
You don't know the characters.
Even I forget that.
Okay, wait. Pawan, do you like Marvel stories? Iron Man, Thor. Do you watch those?
Oh, but last time I was
Spider-Man,
one series
a
Viking,
series. What? Oh,
Viking.
Viking.
Yeah, but still I didn't complete that one. Six series is still
Okay.
pending.
I
Six
think I
season.
tried. Yes, 6 episodes. I watched that. Okay. How I'm gonna put this? I'm trying. What is the last movie you watched?
Last to be, to be honest, I prefer to watch some South Indian movies and Hindi Bollywood movies, and
Oh,
then
yes.
yeah,
Okay.
no more.
No Hollywood movies.
No, sir.
Avatar.
I know that Avatar movies, and then you just named that some movies before, right? Uh, I know name this one, but
Uh, the whole
I
movie you
really,
did not
yeah,
watch.
yeah.
Interesting. Okay. Here's the thing with true, false, or not given. When you read the story or when you read an article, it's true or yes if it's just trying to, um, like it's trying when it has the same meaning. When the statements coming from the story and then the statement describing the story is a fact or it's just the trying to rephrase it or um, it is direct meaning. It has the same meaning,
Yeah,
or it's like the meaning of rephrase, right?
yeah,
Paraphrase.
paraphrase.
Yes. Say for example, Pawan came from Nepal and he came here in the UAE in 20
2015.
2015. Yes,
Yeah,
okay, that's the story, that's the sentence or that's
yeah.
part of the story. And when you rephrase it, 7 years ago, a Nepali guy named Pawan arrived in the UAE.
Means it's a
So
paraphrase.
does it have the same meaning?
Yeah,
Yes, okay. Now here, um Pawan is an Indian guy, and he came here in 2015 to work um, as a kitchen helper. True, false, not given.
not given because I am not from India.
It is false
Yeah,
because it
false.
is, yes, it is trying to oppose information.
Mm.
It will
Yeah.
be not given if Pawan um okay. Pawan came in UAE in 2015 and he is with his wife when he came here. Did
Okay.
you come here with your wife?
No,
So it's not right.
later.
Yes. When
Yeah.
it's introducing a new information, when it is trying to say an information that is not opposing or not trying to contradict or not an opposite of any the factual information, then that's most likely not given.
Mhm.
Gets?
Okay.
Did you
Yeah.
get it?
Yeah.
Okay, another story. Pawan, like Pawan had COVID last year, 2022. True, false, not given.
True.
Pawan, um, Pawan stayed in labor camp for 2 weeks to do isolation. True, false, not given.
Not given.
Yes, not given because it's not trying to post anything. Pawan had COVID in 2021.
Not given. True.
Pawan,
Sorry, false.
false. Yes,
Yeah,
when
false.
it's trying to contradict the information. So that's like most likely. Even this also work for yes, no, not given.
Yes.
All right.
True, false,
Uh,
not given, or yes, no, not given.
okay. Anyway, I'll give you um a task, and then I
Without
want
answer
you.
is better, sir. Without answer, it will be better, and I'll try my best. Then I'll submit to you.
Yes, send it to me. The answer is at the end.
Okay. You will share the.
So you read this, spend the next hour, and then at the end say nine. You still have time, right? Are you going
Yeah,
out?
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Okay. After an hour, send the result to me.
yeah. Sure, sure.
At the end is the answer. Don't cheat. Don't open the.
First, go to the answer.
Yes, don't go to the answer, okay?
Block that answer first.
Yes. I sent you. One sec.